Hey there my lovelies, and welcome to my booktube channel, The Sassy Library Fox. My name is V, and today we're going to talk about my September to be read. And I know I'm pretty early with this. I'm recording this in the middle of August, but better safe than sorry, so we'll just jump right into it. And yeah, I'm sorry, it's very hot in here. We're still having a heat wave, so yeah. We're trying our best to cope with it as good as possible, but it's hot in this flat, I tell you. Anyway, never mind me here. And let's just ignore the heat and go to the two books I want to read in September. And the first book I'm going to read in September is Finlay, Donovan, Knocks Em Dead by Elle Cosimano. And it's going to be another buddy read with Bia at Mama Needs to Read Romance. We already read the first book together. We had such a blast. We had a lot of fun shooting our voice messages towards each other. We laughed a lot. We had a blast. So we decided we would go for the second book as well. And the first book was basically about Finlay Donovan, who is a writer and a single mom of 2 kids. Her ex-husband went up and away with his affair, and she's his fiancée now, and Finlay is having trouble with the custody of her children. Her ex-husband rarely takes them and doesn't do a lot for them, but still wants to have full custody, and she can't pay her bills, and she can't write her novel or her book. So she meets with her agent because her agent desperately wants to have a book to give to the publisher, and she kind of catches an idea and tells her about it and is mistaken for a serial killer. Because after that conversation, a napkin lands on her table, and it's basically an offer to pay money for the death of that woman's husband. So Finlay is questioning if she should investigate in that matter, and then a lot of things happen. And this was so chaotic. The book was so chaotic. I loved it. It was wild. And there were 2 love interests, and I'm pretty certain in book 2 those 2 love interests will continue to be around Finlay. So I'm very curious where this is going to head. And Bia is definitely going to read this book with me. I know it. Bia, we will have a lot of fun. I'm so looking forward to it. Also, it was a blast to buddy read with you. If you're watching this, thank you so much for buddy reading this book with me. It was hilarious. And I'm really glad we're going to read the entire series together. Okay, so that was book 1. And the second book I'm going to read in September, I decided to cut myself some slack and not to read something all too long, because I need to read something shorter in September as well. I need some books where I can page through that I can just read without overthinking them all too much. And I decided, why not read a horror book? It's something totally different than I usually read, and I'm already sort of in a Halloween mood. I understand the people that do Summerween, because I'm already in a Halloween mood and it's in the middle of August. Anyway, the book I'm going to read, and which was recommended to me by one of my Instagram followers, is What Moves the Dead by Kingfisher. I've heard so many great things about this book and about Kingfisher as an author as well, and I just want to dive into this and read it. I've been told it's a retelling of Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher, and it's basically about Alex Easton, a former soldier who is called to the house of his childhood friend Madeline Usher, and at that house, a lot of strange happenings are occurring. Madeline is close to dying and sleepwalking and talks gibberish, and her brother also has some sort of nerve illness or something like that, and Alex wants to solve the mystery of why they are acting like they are. And what I find really interesting about this book is that Alex Easton is non-binary and goes by they them pronouns. So it's a horror book with a non-binary character, and I thought I would have to read this before I start with my Rainbowween in October. Yes, I'm hosting a Rainbowween in October once again, and I can't wait for it because I loved to do it last year. It was a lot of fun and so many people joined me. And I hope that a lot of people will join me this year with Rainbowween as well. So I'm totally looking forward to it. And I think this book would be perfect for Rainbowween as it has a non-binary main character. And I'm just very, very pumped for this. I've heard a lot of great things. I love Edgar Allan Poe's work. And I've heard that this is a really amazing retelling and can even stand on its own. So I'm curious, I'm really curious about this one, and it's actually a book that's on my to be read, so that's even better. I'm still trying to tick off my to be read books. Okay, so those are the 2 books I want to read in September. I'm a little bit early with the Halloween mood, but yeah, sometimes you gotta read what you gotta read. Anyway, what are you going to read in September? I'm really curious if you're already in a Halloween mood as well, or if it's just me. It can't be just me. Admit it, you're in a Halloween mood too. And yeah, what did you read in August? That would be interesting as well. Can you recommend me anything? Do you have any recommendations for Rainbowween? Do you want to take part in it? I would be so happy if you would join me in Rainbowween once again. But I will definitely make sure to announce it in a video and to place it on Instagram again so that you can join the fun once it's ready and once the time has come. Okay, so I guess I'm already at the ending of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're still healthy and safe. Take care and see you around the next time. Bye!